serve, and grow is what you can expect at the House of Reconciliation. Leadership, community, education, wellness, and participation is part of our plan for your spiritual growth and success. Family and faith is a core value for the House of Reconciliation, working to help people find their purpose. Want to make an impact in the kingdom? Ready to tap into your future? Meet us at the House Sundays with Pastor Reginald Campbell. www.houseofreconciliation.org.
Live, okay. I want to welcome you all in. We're here at the Mother Campus, the Greenwood Campus, and of course to those that are joining us from the Greenville campus, and of course to our virtual campus and our international campus. It is a privilege and a pleasure to finally get most of our technical issues up and out of the way and running. So we thank all of you that are part of the virtual and international campus for your patience and your still sticking with us. We're going to go into the Word this morning, and we're going to talk about our core value that has been for the last 2 or 3 years, are connect, serve, and grow. And this is the month of August, which is a new beginning for everyone. And we've been talking about without risk, there are no rewards. This morning, we're going to do the second version of adjust to the adjustment. And I shared this with the Greenville campus earlier this morning. There's a target on your back. And most people see the target, but not the shield. God has not sent you or positioned you to go through anything that he has not prepared for you to finish. Many people quit in the test, frustrated by the test. And this is when we came up with the topic, you stuck again. Because what we don't understand is that we are challenged physically to grow spiritually. So when you feel like you're at your wit's end, it's because there's no creativity, there's no communication, and there's no devotion to God. So here's what we know. We know this. We're going to be graded on the test. This comes out of Job 16, verses 18 through 22. In the original King James Version, he said, "O earth, cover not thou my blood." Because sometime in the natural and your mental mind, you feel like you're bleeding everywhere. It's like everybody in your family, everybody in your job and your career, they're cutting you, they're demanding from you, they're asking from you, they need from you, they're judging you, they're criticizing you. He says, "O earth, cover not thou my blood, and let my cry have no place." In other words, if you're talking to people who can't bring solutions to the issue, then that's like talking and looking for an answer in the desert. And also, behold, he says, "I know I'm not alone because my witness is in heaven and my record." We're being graded. How I respond in difficult times. We are being graded because our faith needs to be built for our footprint to be bigger to handle the next receiving blessing from God. So he says this, "And my record is on high. My friends scorned me." See, we live a life now with social media and all the different vehicles that are out there. People just go on social media to just badger and beat up other people. You can be having a good day and somebody send you an ugly emoji. And it ruins your whole day. You have to realize they're not a part of your future. Because sometimes they're hating on you because you have faith. He says, "My friends scorn me, but my eyes poureth out tears unto the Lord." The question becomes, under the pressure and under the stress, and it's important to our development, when have you stretched out and leaned on God? Now watch this. Not for the answer, but for the understanding, the revelation, and the assignment. Every problem we have, in that problem is the solution. But we refuse to see the solution because we succumb to the pressure, and the stress. We don't say, "God, what am I supposed to learn?" Let me back up here for a minute. because Satan just beat my brains out. I'm about to say some stuff that's not becoming to a saint. I tell myself sometimes, you got to realize, Satan sees what God's about to do. And if he can get you to react before you understand the purpose of the crisis, then you can handle it better if you understand the purpose of it. This is why the subject is adjust to the adjustment. We're walking around with our blood pressures high. We're walking around with all this tension and stress instead of saying, Lord, you said you'll never leave me, never forsake me, that you're from the beginning of the earth to the end of the earth. I need you to walk with me and guide me. So what happens is, this is why he says in Proverbs 21:5 in the English Standard Version, the plans. When do you plan to worship? When do you plan to pray? What's your devotional time? If God was to tell an angel to watch you, can the angel go back to God that before you went into your job and before you got your caffeine, that you actually took 7 minutes in your prayer in your car to talk to God, and that you tell God, I'll be back at lunch. Please put a revelation in my spirit. Please. Because if not, then I speak out of my flesh, which always gets me in trouble. Your flesh gets you in trouble. You say some things you regret. You probably slap some people you don't want to admit that you shouldn't have slapped them, but you felt they needed it, but it wasn't the right thing to do at the right time, like this brother who did not do what he was supposed to do. So what we have to realize is there's a target on you. And the target is not that you're less. The target is that you have faith, you're trying to grow, and your enemies and the adversary have no faith, so they want to break your faith. So when we look at where we are, the risk of a better you, do you see yourself getting better? Do you see yourself growing? Do you see yourself skilling up, getting a better skill? Do you see yourself coming out of the job you have and building a career that you never thought you could have? Do you see yourself a better you? With that, the month of August, we get the new beginning, the new you, the new direction, the new point of view, new levels of thinking, attitude, behavior, new focus, and new disciplines. Here is what I said to Greenville, and I'm going to say this to you in Greenwood. This was a rude awakening to me. God is not a man that he should lie. Your dreams are still there to be accomplished. Your goals, your innate inheritance that God has placed in you. You may be out of your prime, but you're not out of time with God. But you're going to have to work. And you're going to have to get support. Because you can't finish the next assignment of God by yourself. You're going to have to build a team. Am I making sense? You're going to have resources that are beyond your comprehension. So I'm going to ask this. I'm going to say this again. God is not a man. Man will tell you everything. Oh, you great, and to push you off a cliff. Will talk to you on your job about a promotion that's up and tell you they're not going to apply. They're trying to see if you're going to apply. They're trying to eliminate you, and they get you mad, frustrated. I don't want to be no supervisor. I don't want to be no, I'm tired of people. But you get better benefits and better pay and a better schedule. I told a deacon today, don't let him supervise you. He's got that cunning spirit in him. He'll give it to you. He'll act like he's doing it. Then he'll give it to you. Then he'll try to tell you what to do. If he could tell you what to do, he could have did it himself. It's quiet. Don't you even look at me. Not you. I've authorized the mother in my church to slap people. She's the official slapper. You know, they got these now where they have these slapping fights. So she's the official slapper of the church. So if you get slapped by mother, it's directed by pastor. So just slap them. So look at this. God is not a man that he should lie. So I'm going to ask you this. Who are you trusting? The stumbling blocks in front of you? What your supervisor told you would never happen? What your leader, and I tell people all the time, the leadership you're under, and this is why it's hard for me, I love leadership, and I love being under leadership, but you can't be my leader if I know more than you. You can't lead me. I'm sorry. I love you. I'll work with you, but if you can't tell me it's a stop sign up the street, why am I with you? I appreciate all your comfort. Comfort and encouragement is not a leader. I take mine from my founder, Dr. S.L. Campbell, where she said, "How you can't build a church? How can you tell?" And she built one in 52, and in 58, and you still. I mean, this. A man can't tell a woman how to have a baby, and he's never been impregnated himself. We can't take the pain. Oh, no. And you know, y'all say them good Sunday school words if we in there. That's why we don't even go in there no more. Because you go through something trying to birth a baby. Some people act like they don't feel pain. I see the expression on your face like, I'm not doing this no more. I didn't even like you that well. Yeah. So who are you going to trust in the next perilous times that you're going to face? Here's what I want to recommend. Reevaluating our assessment of building a healthy and ongoing relationship with God. Does this make sense? Here is what we have to stop doing. We have to stop majoring in minor things and minoring in major things because we think it's too big for us, or it's not. You're going to have to take that test. Anybody ever struggle with their driver's license or getting their permit? I'm the only one in the room that had to go 8 times. Is that what y'all trying to say? Okay. Oh, that is so not. That is so not the Lord. That is so not Jesus. You always got a Peter in the crowd, you know. Yes! It took me 8 times. We never felt that pain. That's a good one. See, because when you focus on your major, you're going to deal with hatred and jealousy. This is why I don't want leaders that's jealous of me. You should be comfortable in whatever gift God has given you. Your gift is not like other people's gift. Your gift may be on the 3rd floor. Somebody else's gift may be in the basement. Somebody else's gift may be on the 5th floor. And there are those that gifts that are between 7 and 10. They ain't no need of being jealous. Just do your part. Because when you allow hatred and jealousy to bother you, you will forfeit your place. David said it this way. I looked at the wealth and the prosperity of the wicked, and my foot almost slipped. Now, let me give you something to encourage you. Not only God is not a man that he should lie, God made you in his own image. I want you, Greenwood, the mother church, Greenville, the virtual campus, the other church, to our virtual campus, and to our international partners. I want you to start getting comfortable in your own skin. Let me tell you why. The more you find out who you are, the more other people become uncomfortable. They want you to be mad because they want to erase you. You need to figure out, if you want to erase me, I must have had a value that you didn't have. So I'm not going to battle with you in words. I'm not going to battle with you in statistic racism. I'm not going to battle with you dollar for dollar, because there's no weapon formed against me. So God knew what color and what ethnicity I was going to be. And he said, if I walk uprightly, he will withhold. I don't buy this thing, well, you know that certain people ain't never going to have nothing. Well, why the hell they got everything? Well, they just took it. Well, the Bible says the wealth of the wicked. So who got your stuff? Yes, I said it. I'm not letting anybody die with anything that's supposed to belong to me. And I'm not letting anybody tell me because of the ethnicity or the skin color or my nationality that I'm not worthy to do A, B, and C. You keep your tent, I'll build my own tent. That's where many people are making a mistake. You trying to get in their tent. Why don't you build your own tent? Why don't you purchase your own land? Because obviously they worried about you. They're trying to change the redistricting lines, how you vote, where you go. Why are you worried about people that's supposed to be stupid and ignorant? Why are they bothering you? They're not bothering you. Some of them don't even know where the lines are. They don't even know where the voting polls are. But yet people are trying to keep certain people down and raise their hand and say, in the name of the Lord. That's why Jesus said, depart from me, I know you not, you are workers of iniquity. You always lying and troublemaker, then want to throw up your hands, oh, bless us God. God know you ain't talking to him. You use faith, you use the word Christianity to be a crook. And y'all mad about it. Anybody care about them being mad? You work your faith and watch the devil eat your dust. You work your faith. Well, I'm scared to buy something because, they might let me go. They're going to let you go anyway. Build something. And they'll come by, how you doing? I'm doing good. How your job doing? I don't have a job. I have a career. The economy rough. You feel the pressure. I don't. We used to sing the song back in the day when I was a choir director, from above whom all blessings. Why don't you focus on being in a position for God to bless you rather than being in a position for people to accept you? I'd rather God bless me than people accept me, because he said he'll make your enemy. You worrying about, I want nobody mad at me. I like people in my neighborhood. I don't want nobody to say nothing about me. I don't care nothing about the people in my neighborhood. They just better stop peeing on my lawn. I be watching now. I check my camera every day. And see, I don't think it was somebody in the daytime. It's them people at night that's walking their dog at 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. They figure ain't nobody watching. I'm going to set my light to pop on every 15 minutes. He made you in his image. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Then why do you expect to fail if you are heir of God? Why? Now, this is going to hurt. Tell your neighbor, this is going to hurt. You searching for equality when you should be searching for revelation. If you get the revelation, you don't need the equality because no weapon formed against you. So even if they try to stop you, if God said it's yours. You remember David? He was supposed to have the Ark of the Covenant. But he went down there to Obey Edom's house with his attitude, got his fanny whooped. Then he had to go back and get, well, Lord, I didn't win that battle, Jesus. I don't know what happened, Jesus. I need you to talk to me, God, because you said it was mine, but your approach can be wrong sometimes. Does this make sense? Now, I'm going to give you 3 keys. But first, I'm going to tell you this. Look at somebody and say, hey, I want to help you understand something. I know your blood pressure up. Because as cool as it is, we got people needing fans. I want you to say this with me. You'll never be perfect. But there's always room to get better. Here are keys if we can accept the school of learning. Number 1, work on your consistency. Work on your consistency. Don't say it, put forth the effort. Work on your consistency. Nobody have to tell you what you can do better because we don't take criticism well. Amen? And sometimes it's not criticism, it's constructive information, but it's viewed in humanity as he criticized. If I'm telling you you're going to get fired if you don't get to work on time, how is that criticizing you? I'm supposed to just let you get. Then if you get fired, I wish somebody would have told me. We tried to tell you. Especially when your teammates start saying, man, girl, you better get to work on time. You know. One-eyed Willie keep looking down the hall. And you talking junk. And then you don't have it. Number 1, consistency. Number 2, continuity. Let me ask you a question. What does continuity mean to you? Somebody look it up. I know y'all got it. Y'all got smartphones. You know you got, we have the number 1 phone in the world. Look it up on your phone. Continuity. She know what I'm talking about. You know how they say, oh my God, you have an Android? Oh my God, how do you work that thing? You know how they do? You know how the bougie people do? You know, they feel like they're in a little club. What does continuity mean? Give it to me in lay terms. Now they phones ain't working today.
Or quality of being continuous.
Continuous. Even when the weather bad and people have gotten on your last good nerve, right before your cursing nerve. You know we all got that nerve, right? All right. Stay consistent. Number 3, these 2 will be a quality that you don't have to open your mouth. Your faithfulness, number 3, will speak for you. Because most people struggle to see their value. I've seen people encourage other people. Oh, you can do this. This is going to work out for you. You're great. Oh, God's going to do this for you. Oh, yes. But what happens when your test comes along? So the word works for them, but not for you. The only difference is you have no faith in yourself. And God has put in every human being the breath of life. I'm going to share this with you and I'm going to close. Don't let others squeeze the air out of you and your gifts. Don't let other people's opinion or lack of acceptance. Get comfortable living on an island by yourself. Because your goals and your ambitions and your determination becomes your companions. Give yourself credit. You have accomplished something. Maybe not all, but you have. Now, the notes that you have, I want you to study them. So when you come back, you'll be in a different place so I can teach you the next level. Don't let people get in your head so bad that you can't see your value. God has never measured you from where you come from. God positions you for where you're going. God bless you. I'll see you soon.